Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Nods here with another video. Today, we're going to be making two tier charts for halfbacks and quarterbacks. I'm sure you guys have seen the Tier Maker website before. Really good for kind of showing, what's good and what's not. We've got S, A, B, C, and D. S is obviously the best of the best. A is pretty good. B is a little above average. C is average. And I would say D is that pretty much unusable section. But we're going to go over the running backs first. But before we get into that, first milestone of the channel, we're at 100 subscribers finally. Thank you guys that subbed and watch my videos and comment. Keep it going. If you guys are new around here, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get right into it. First running back is Derrick Henry. Now, the photo here, I think it says 88 overall card, but he's got an upgrade up to, I believe, 90, and he's actually a really good card. Early in the year, he was probably the best running back, but looking at what we have now, his speed is really what's killing him. So I'm going to have to put him in C just because he's only like 87 speed right now, but later on in the year when that speed goes up, he's going to be a beast. All right, so next we got Ladainian Tomlinson, gets up to a 90 overall. I really like this card. I still actually think he plays pretty well, but with all the other content coming out, he's starting to get outdated, but he will get an upgrade. I do like LT here. He gets like 90 speed. Pretty good as a receiving back. Overall, I like him. I'm going to put him in B tier. Next up, we've got Travis Etienne Jr., the Rising Stars card. This card is a beast. I like this card a lot. He's got 90 speed. It can go higher, obviously. By the way, all these cards are based off of their base cards, not any kind of theme team or power-up, anything like that. But Travis Etienne is good. He's got pretty good catching, very fast running back. The only problem with this guy is he doesn't weigh very much, so he doesn't break very many tackles. But other than that, I've been playing against this guy. I've actually used him. He's great. I'm going to put him at A tier. Next, we've got Saquon Barkley, 89 overall. This card was a beast when it first came out. He was definitely the best running back in the game there for a good, probably week or so. But now, he's actually very, very similar to Ladainian Tomlinson as far as attributes and what he's capable of doing. He's pretty much a bona fide LT. I don't think he's better than Etienne, so I'm going to put Barkley at B tier. Next is Kevin Falk. To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen one person use this card. I have not played a Patriots theme team yet, so I haven't seen this guy anywhere. But looking at his stats, he's not horrible. I think he has like 88 speed. He's a receiving back, so his catching is at an 82. It's a little bit higher than normal. But overall, running the ball with this guy, I don't think it's any good. I don't think he's going to be breaking any tackles out there. Pretty easy to tackle. Yeah, I'm going to have to put him down there with Derrick Henry. He's a C tier. Next is Deuce Daily. I believe Deuce Daily is, he is one of the best running backs in the game right now. He's got 91 speed, 91 acceleration, and he's got pretty good catching too. I think it's at like a 78 or something like that. Definitely a beast of a running back, but I would not say that he's godly. S tier is for godly running backs. I definitely put Staley at A. He's very close to S. Staley is a beast. I definitely recommend getting him. We'll put him at A tier. Now, I might get a little controversy here. Next is Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas, I believe he is the best running back in the game right now. He can do pretty much everything. I mean, you look at his stats. He's got 90 speed, 91 acceleration. He's got over 80 catching. He's a receiving back. He can do everything for you. The only thing that's a little sketchy, he's got like 85 carrying or something like that, which is a little on the low side, but I've used him. He doesn't fumble for me. He's a beast, and he can literally do everything very fast, and he can run through you too. Perfect. S tier for Thurman Thomas. Next is Anam Green. Another one that I haven't really seen or used, but just looking at his stats, man, I don't know. I just not a big fan of this card. So I'm going to have to just put him in C. I think for C, I'll just put the guys I haven't used in there. Next is Ricky Williams, another one that I have not used. I've heard some good things about him. I don't think he's anything game-changing. But again, I haven't used him. I'll put him in C. Next is 90 overall Ezekiel Elliott. Now, this card is... I actually like this card a lot. The best thing about this card is for your no money spent people. This is a free card. All you got to do is do your Gridiron 2 challenges, and you get this free card. And he actually plays really well. I like this Zeke card, especially for next gen. He's a bigger body. He's going to break some tackles for you. I'm going to put him in B tier. Next is 90 overall Alvin Kamara. Unfortunately, this card is garbage. Yeah, they really disrespected Alvin Kamara. I'm a big fan of this guy. He's actually on my fantasy team, and he is a beast. He deserves a way better card. But unfortunately, he's not good at all. Very easy to tackle. Doesn't break any tackles. The only thing he's really good for is catching balls. But for a running back, I think he's the worst higher overall running back in the game right now. So I'm going to put him in D tier. Next is Cordell Patterson. Really like this card. This is for his veteran card that he got. I think it was about a week ago. But this is the fastest running back in the game. Obviously, speed is huge in Madden all the time. Love this guy. He doesn't break tackles very much, but I don't know. He's just a beast. I love having a good receiving back. Fastest running back in the game. Only issue with this guy, his carrying is really low, and he actually does fumble the ball quite a bit. So we're going to have to keep him down at A tier. Next is the Team of the Week, 92 overall, Priest Holmes. Big fan of this card. Very fast, big body, great for next gen. I would definitely recommend getting this guy if you can. He's probably going to go in A tier for me. He's kind of similar to Deuce Daily a little bit. I like Priest Holmes a lot. We'll put him in A tier. Next is the Campus Heroes, Reggie Bush. Big fan of this card. He's still very effective to this day. I'm assuming soon he will probably become outdated a little bit, but he's still very, very good for me. And he pretty much does everything. He's a lot like Thurman Thomas. So we're going to put him up in S tier. I don't think he's going to be there much longer. But right now, Reggie Bush, he's a monster. S tier. Next is the limited 92 Curtis Martin. This is actually a really good card. I like this card a lot for next gen. He's a bigger body. He can definitely break some tackles for you. The only issue I have with this, his catching is at like a 67, which is unacceptable for my team. But with that being said, I do love his speed. His acceleration is good. Everything else is great with this guy. So I'm going to put him at A tier. Next is 91 overall Nick Chubb. He actually just got a redux. Unfortunately, I cannot be biased here, and I did use him over these last 2 weekend leagues, and man, oh man, is he slow. Yes, he can break a tackle for you, but that's about it. He's very slow, really bad at catching, really bad at route running. It's just not good, but we'll keep him up there. He'll go to C tier. He won't go to D, just because he did break a couple good tackles for me. We'll keep him at C. Next is the 92 overall Christian McCaffrey. This is actually probably one of the better running backs in the game right now. The only issue I have with this guy is they kind of did him dirty on the speed a little bit. But if you have him on a theme team or have any kind of speed boost, this guy is definitely S potential for sure if he has the speed. But with his base card, he's at 89 speed. We'll keep him at A. Next is Aaron Jones, 92 overall Team of the Week card. I did not use this card. I haven't even seen him, actually. He's pretty pricey. But looking at his attributes, it looks like a solid overall card. Really like this guy. He looks like he can break some tackles. He's not the heaviest guy, but it looks like he does break some tackles according to mutt.gg. Good speed, good acceleration, and he can catch the ball pretty well. We'll keep him at A. And last but not least is Ronnie Brown. again, another card I haven't used. Doesn't look terrible, but this is a card I don't think is going to be relevant for very long. I don't even think it's relevant right now. C tier for sure. All right, guys, this is my running backs tier list. Let me know what you guys think of this list right here. Again, don't thrash me if there's something way off here. Just let me know in the comments what you think should be changed and who you guys like as a running back. Let's check out the quarterbacks. All right, so we got the same tier list. We got the top rated quarterbacks. Let's start off with the 93 overall team of the week, Tom Brady. Big fan of this card. Big fan of Tom Brady. But as we all know, Tom Brady doesn't get the best cards when it comes to Madden, and he's very, very, very slow. I don't think he gets gunslinger or anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's still pretty good, so we'll keep him at B tier. Next is Cam Newton. I'm sure a lot of you use this cheesy card when it comes to the RPO glitch that's going on. Pretty good quarterback. He's got a good sized body. He's good for scrambling. If you guys are running that RPO crap, he's perfect for that. But when it comes to throwing the ball, he's not the best. For whatever reason, when it comes to Cam Newton, he likes to overthrow balls, and he's okay. I'll put him at B tier. All right, next is our first quarterback legend that we got, Johnny Unitas. Decent card. He does get set feet lead. Pretty much for this tier, if you get set feet lead, I'm going to put you at C tier or above. You're definitely not a bad quarterback if you don't get set feet lead. And Johnny Unitas does get that, but he's starting to get outdated, so we'll keep him at C for now. I do think further down in the year, though, he's going to get a pretty sweet card. And with that being said, we got Russell Wilson next. I love Russell Wilson, but he's trash in this game. 89 overall. I don't even know if he gets set feet lead. I don't think he does, but this card is bad. He's got a slow release. He's very short, and he's just not a good card at all. But we're going to put him at D tier. Not a fan. Next is Danny Dimes Daniel Jones. This was the best quarterback in the game for, maybe a good 2 weeks or so at the beginning of the season. Still pretty relevant right now. I would say he's definitely up there. He does get set feet lead. He is a little bit quicker, doesn't get gunslinger or anything like that. Still relevant. I still see him in weekend league. Starting to get a little outdated. I think he's still good, though. Daniel Jones, B tier. Next is quite possibly the worst quarterback in the game, Matt Leinart. A left-handed thrower, slow release, very slow as far as speed. Don't like this guy at all. He's going to go down there at D tier. Next is Ryan Fitzpatrick. I've never used this guy, nor have I seen him yet. But looking at his stats, it doesn't look too bad. He does get set feet lead. I think he's just decent. He's a really good theme team type of guy because he's played for a lot of teams. I'm going to put him at C tier. Next is Zach Wilson. This was the best quarterback in the game after he released a couple weeks ago. Very, very usable still. This was our first gunslinger. And as we all know, gunslinger is a huge ability to have on a quarterback. And he was the first one. He's got a great release, great attributes. I think he's perfect. He's got a little bit of speed as well. Pretty good for an 89 overall. And I think he's pretty cheap right now. He's like 67,000 or 60 to 70,000 or something like that. A tier quarterback for me. Next is Ryan Tannehill. Again, another one of those guys where he's a theme team guy. I don't know. Nothing special about this guy. He's just overall decent, kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He does get set feet lead, so I'm going to put him in C. All right, next is the big one. Michael Vick just came out over the weekend, and he's pretty good. I like Michael Vick. He's got pretty good attributes. Obviously very fast, good for those RPO people. But for me, there's something about him. His release is not good. He does get set feet lead. He does get escape artist, but his release is really slow. I'm really bad with left-handed quarterbacks. But with that being said, he can't go S tier. I'm going to keep him at A for now. Next is Vince Young. This guy was used quite a bit for that 1 week that the Campus Heroes came out, and he was good. He was a good, nice little mobile quarterback. Can definitely throw the ball. Good for that RPO cheese that you guys like. I like Vince Young. He's still pretty relevant. I think he's going to get better cards in the future. I'm going to keep him at B tier. Next is Aaron Rodgers. He just came out with the Guardian Heroes. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers when he gets upgrades. Definitely like this card. He's got the quickest release in the game by far, and he's always going to have the quickest release just because of the animation that they give him for his release. Big fan of Aaron Rodgers. He even has a little bit of speed, so he can get outside of the pocket if you need to, but definitely don't recommend it as a improviser. But Aaron Rodgers is a monster. Love this guy. He throws dots. S tier. Next is Phil Simms. I think that's his name. I don't know. But a lot of people don't use this card. He's kind of irrelevant right now. I haven't seen this guy once unless you have a theme team. I think he does get set feet lead. I'm going to put him at C. Next is the 95 Team Diamond, Dan Marino. This is by far the best card in the game as far as quarterback-wise. Guy's got a sick release. It's very similar to Aaron Rodgers. I honestly think that they copy-pasted Aaron Rodgers' release and put it on Dan Marino. They are damn near the same. And he's the only quarterback that gets the hot route master, which is perfect for calling audibles on your receivers, and you don't have to put any kind of special abilities on your receiver with hot route technician. Dan Marino's definitely S tier. And last but certainly not least is Josh Allen, the 91 overall team of the week card. This is definitely one of the top cards in the game right now. He's going to be really good when he gets upgrades, but right now I think this Josh Allen is A tier. Reason why I say that is because I think Aaron Rodgers and Dan Marino are S tier simply because of how quick they get rid of the ball. Madden 22 is obviously a big passing game this year, and Josh Allen has a quick release, but he doesn't get gunslinger or anything like that. The other two guys in S tier don't get gunslinger, but believe me when I say this, the animation that they give those two is a very quick release. Josh Allen, when he gets gunslinger, he's going to be an S tier for sure. All right, guys, this is it. This is my quarterback tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what quarterback you guys have. It's going to be the end of this video. These tier lists are available on tiermaker.com if you want to do one yourself. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys. 100 subs, our first milestone. I appreciate you guys. If you're new around here, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.